The one thing that we had to do was completely pull mom off kittens. I had the option of bringing her home, but that meant, I can barely say it. Dearest friends, we got a problem. So our Barnadette is crazy skinny, but tonight and today is not eating. And I'm pretty worried because this is what I've seen her eat, but I have tried, every kind of kitten food that we have, wet, dry. I've even tried human food. I've tried chicken broth. I've tried everything that I can think of, and she's been on her meds. I had probiotic that I put on her paws that she chose to not even lick off, and that gives me like the major indicator that she is sick. And then to top it off, I just watched her try to use the litter box, and I believe that she has some brown, cloudy urine, which would indicate some pretty serious things. So our Barnadette is just struggling with eating, and I had given her everything. Last night I even opened up chicken broth, and I tried to let her eat some hamburger helper that was left over. I tried plain chicken. I tried all the different cat foods we have, dry and wet, and she just wasn't interested. And today is not much better. And above all, I watched her urinate, and it was tinged and cloudy, and I mean tinged like brown-ish red. And that gives us a pretty alarming scare. So she's in there gonna do one more check on her babies. She doesn't know it yet, but her carriage awaits. We're headed to the vet. Okay. I don't think she's happy with us at all. Well, I just love her, and it's not that I love others less or anything like that. I just I've watched her sacrifice herself every day for these babies, and I keep thinking she's only feeding them one time now, that surely she's gonna put on some weight, and she's not. And now the alarming thing is what I saw in the litter box, and I'm just worried.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Well, this time I'm not bringing the babies in because they're healthy as heck.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not ready for any type of vaccinations or anything. So hopefully we'll get some blood work done. I do think that she is probably going to need... We're going to take my car?
Yeah, hold her while I get my hat, my good hat.
I do think that she's potentially going to need some IV fluids. So, yeah?
Hold on while I get my hat. Well, one's newer than the other.
Oh my God. A special vet hat, I guess, is what you're saying.
It's newer than the other one.
So not a work hat, a special hat.
It's not a sweaty work hat. It's a dress hat.
Okay. So when I called the vet's office, they're like, we're busy today, but we can get you in later. And I said, what if I brought her? Because I'm nervous about bringing her in later and then them asking to keep her overnight and all of that fiasco, or it getting so late that we're holding them over. So I just said, what if I brought her in now and you do the exam and figure it out, and then I come back and pick her up later instead of waiting? And they're like, that would be actually awesome. So Barnadette is actually getting Ubered to the big thicket right now. And I'm nervous. And that's the rambling that you're hearing, is this mama's nervousness. Barnadette, don't ride in the back. Get her up here. Gosh. We're here. Barnadette, I'm so sorry. She's so mad at this mama. Look at her. Oh, she's angry. She's been yelling at me the whole way. She's like, let me out of here. Come on, let's go in. Let's go get you taken care of, sweet girl. Okay, Dr. Shanks called. So bad news is that Barnadette has 106 fever. That is catastrophically high. 101 is normal for a cat. 101.5-ish is normal for a cat. So that at least proves I'm not crazy. They did a urinalysis on her and it was negative. They did a fecal, and while it doesn't show any parasites, it does show the gray, cloudy, bloody mess that I saw. So what hurts my heart is that I didn't see her urinate last night. I saw her defecate, and her poor tummy is so jacked up, which explains why she doesn't want to eat, because she's hurting. So they're going to do more blood work. They're also going to send her stool sample out to be cultured because it doesn't show any signs of parasites. And we'll go from there. They suspect that she has Giardia. That is just like, at first glance, the color of her stool and what's going on with the other symptoms, they suspect that. So I am heading currently to Walmart to buying new things and tons of bleach to be able to go home, sanitizer for the laundry, just to be able to give everything a once over and hope that no one else is infected. If that's what she has, it's not going to hurt me to take care of all of that. Like, that needs to be done anyway, okay? Like, we're just going to call it a deep clean, and we're going to sanitize the crap out of everything and just go ahead and wash out those demons from the house, just in case she does have it. It's not gonna hurt. Right.
It's not gonna hurt.
I'm back home.
Be a long night.
And I started chores just to
It's gonna be a couple
keep
hours
myself a
before
little
we
bit
hear
busy
what's
while
next,
we figured out
and
what's what.
We'll go from there.
And
I'll
Dr.
update you
Shanks
soon.
is called. It's not good. It's not good at all. So in addition to her 106 fever, her white blood cells are super high. She is anemic. She's very dehydrated. Her red blood cells are low, and our girl is pretty sick. There are some positives in there, in the fact of her anemia is not so low that they can't give fluids, so they're going to start her on fluids. However, they're pretty convinced that it is Giardia. And Giardia is a parasite / bacteria, and it is highly contagious to other animals and humans. And it is a gastrointestinal parasite, and it will cause some serious disruption. Unfortunately, Barnadette has lost a pound since we were there 2 weeks ago, and she's in really bad shape. They intend to hospitalize her at least 2 nights. She'll be on IV antibiotics and fluid IVs, and we're gonna have to wait and see. So the culture will take a few days to come back. In the meantime, they'll recheck blood work again in 24 hours from today, and they really want to figure out what else is going on, because while Giardia is one piece of this puzzle, there's still a little bit more. The one thing that we had to do was completely pull mom off kittens. I had the option of bringing her home, but that meant, I can barely say it. It meant sacrificing her for her kittens. And her kittens are almost 6 weeks old. They're eating, they're drinking, they're gonna be okay. We're gonna bolster them with some probiotics, and we're going to watch and see if they start to show any symptoms, and they haven't today, then we will bring them back in to mom, and everybody will be treated. But for now, because none of them have any symptoms whatsoever, we're just going to wean them today. They were nursing 1 time a day, and it's literally killing Barnadette. It's killing her. Not because of just doing that. It's killing her in addition to what she has, basically. Her condition is not enabling her to continue to nurse. So we're doing what we have to do, and if I have to step up and bottle feed a kitten or two, that's also a possibility. But in order to keep everyone from getting any sicker, this is step 1. Step 2 is I am going to bleach, scrub, clean, and disinfect everything. Replace. It's what I have to do. So my next 24 hours is dedicated to that, while Barnadette stays at the vet's office, hospitalized, and her focus is rest. Rest and hopefully repair, because that sweet girl has been through enough. I have questions about, like, how? How did she get it? Where did it come from? And it's hard to tell. It can come from other animals. It can come from other animals that have defecated in certain spots. But what we believe is that she's probably had it for some time, but never had a weakened immune system enough to allow that to happen. So in addition to her other parasites, this was here. We knocked out the other parasites, but that allowed this to just grow further and further. That's a theory. That's a theory. Keep in mind, we believe that there's still something else going on outside of Giardia. There is a positive in the fact that her liver function was good and her kidney function were good, which means that we caught it in time before it started to affect other organs. Sometimes that's not the case. So, these next 48 hours are extremely critical for Barnadette, and she could sure use your prayers. I'm going to get started on everything that needs to happen inside, and just need to a huge shout out to Dr. Shanks for being all in and trying to help save our sweet Barnadette. More to come, y'all, but this is what I know up to the minute right now. Thanks for loving her, for loving us, and for saying a few prayers for our Barnadette. I'll be in touch soon.